Yo, everybody, your boy is back. Your boy is back. Your boy is back for another video. Another video. Yo, everybody, your boy is back. Your boy. Another video, another vlog, another live stream, baby. So today we are reacting to the weirdest conspiracy theories to ever exist on planet Earth. So at the end of the channel, as we continue watching, tafadhali just rate the live, just subscribe, just like the live, share the live, bro, and I'm gonna appreciate it. Daily, bro, daily. Cheers to the coffee, bro. So my day was fantastic. My day was good, and yeah, can't complain. Can't complain. So we are digging into
From the Seattle.
this video today, and we love it. I tell you for sure, you love it. So tell me, chat, tell me, ongeeni, zungumzeni nami kwa jinsi gani ambayo mwanadamu anajituma siku zote ili watu wajue ya kwamba Yesu ni mkuu. So tunaingia ndani ya video ya leo. So let me stop yapping and just play the video. At some point I'm gonna pause and discuss about the conspiracy that, okay? Okay, let's go.
CIA running secret torture sites to the FBI covering up the truth behind a mysterious plane crash. These aren't just wild conspiracy theories, they actually happened. And we're starting with number 14, Operation Popeye and weather warfare in Vietnam. Weather control conspiracy theories have been around forever. Someone, somewhere manipulating the skies. But what if they aren't so...
About the weather control, yeah. Sometime last year, there was actually something about that was happening. I don't know where, but it's somewhere in Middle East, bro. In Middle East, it was happening. It was happening somewhere in Middle East. Yo. Yeah. Rồi có gì rồi? Rồi. Sao? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, so as I was saying, the weird. So somewhere in Middle East kulikuwa na hiyo maneno ya sijui ni country gani ilikuwa it was making manufacturing its own rainfall. So let's continue with the video.
so crazy after all. During the Vietnam War, the US actually tried to turn the weather into a weapon. The geoengineering project was called Operation Popeye, and it was a 5-year effort to make life hell for the Viet Cong. The idea was simple: seed the skies with clouds to make Vietnam's monsoon season last even longer. The theory was simple: more rain would turn Vietnam's dirt roads into impassable mud, crippling the Viet Cong supply lines. If it worked, it could destabilize the enemy and bring the US one step closer.
Ah, that's a clever. That's a clever show, bro. That is a clever one. A clever one. Very clever one.
To victory. Of course, the US denied it ever happened. The Nixon administration lied and denied at every turn. Not even Congress managed to get the truth out of Tricky Dicky. It was only when Operation Popeye documents were declassified in 1974 that the truth actually came out. The US had run over 2,600 cloud seeding sorties, trying to implement. Came out. The US had run over 2,600 cloud.
2,600, bro. 2,600 is wild, bro. Is wild, I mean. Wild, bro.
Cloud seeding sorties, trying to implant silver and lead iodide into the skies. Operation Popeye remains one of the few known cases of hostile geoengineering. And the worst part? It failed miserably. The US didn't win in Vietnam, and the extra rain, if it even worked, did nothing to stop the Viet Cong. Still, at least the US was attacking an enemy as part of that conspiracy. Just a few years earlier, it had turned its airborne operations on its own people, with...
My name is Peggy. It's been 98 days since I embarked on this treacherous journey into...
Number 13. Operation...
But let's talk a bit about the part. That part of the rain. If you look at deeply, you'll see that it's an advantage to the world because we need water. The world needs water. Tunahitaji maji. We all need water. Okay? It's a fun fact. So let's continue. That's good. Right?
Operation LAC, or Large Area...
Okay. No, kìa coi đúng rồi. Video dia creator imo. Dia creator. Yeah, more stress. No, God, no. Not too bad. Yeah, or software it OBS. So is the OBS video. Then for the na I'm going to after Hobera. More the order adult screen I'm watching and we see. Sa. Wa hota. No look at ye mo. Look at ye mo. To ya to me ma do ma mo to ba ga dra ya. Rồi. Cô kia gì đây? Also, just realize that you cannot pause a live video. You cannot pause a live video. That's bad. That was really bad, but we must continue. Let's continue.
Korea coverage. It was the 1950s and the U.S. was locked in a Cold War standoff with the Soviet Union. Uncle Sam needed to be ready for anything, including the possibility of using chemical attacks against Russian cities. There was just one problem. The U.S. couldn't access those cities for testing, and launching an attack would risk turning the Cold War into an all-out war. So what did the government do? Well, it tested chemical weapons on its own citizens. Between 1957 and 1958, the U.S. Army Chemical Corps worked along.
Yo, the 1900s, bro, were weird. Yo, very weird. Those years were very weird years.
Alongside the U.S. Air Force to spray microscopic zinc cadmium sulfide particles over several American cities. The military used a C-119 flying boxcar to release tons of dangerous material into the atmosphere.
Yo, the military, bro. So everybody is doing weird stuff, but yo, military people are moving weird. Yo, wow, moving. I don't know about now.
The first test took place on December 2, 1957, covering a path from South Dakota to International Falls, Minnesota. Zinc cadmium sulfide is no joke. Long-term exposure to the chemical can cause serious problems, including kidney impairment, bone weakness, and chronic inflammation of the respiratory tract. In other words, the U.S. was dousing its own people with a chemical that made them weaker and caused breathing problems. That would be bad enough. However, it later turned out that the military used even more than just planes in Operation LAC. Blowers on top of high-rise buildings, in schools, and even positioned in station wagons spread the dangerous chemicals closer.
Yo, the 1950s, bro. Wow, even the children, bro. Wow, it's scary, bro. It's scary, child. It's scary. Hey, no, my bro. Easy, yo.
To the ground. In St. Louis, which was one of the test areas, the government focused on low-income and predominantly black areas with those tests. At the time, local officials assured residents the military was simply testing a smoke screen to protect cities in the event of a
It's for your own good, trust us. That's the government saying that.
Russian attack. But in 1994, the truth came out. Operation LAC wasn't about defense at all. It was a biological weapons program, and the cities chosen for testing weren't random. They were selected because they resembled potential Russian targets. There's anecdotal evidence that Operation LAC had deadly consequences. St. Louis resident Doris Spates lost 4 siblings to cancer. She also lost her father when she was just a baby in 1995 and battled cervical cancer herself. Could the U.S. government's decision to dangerous chemicals be to blame? Perhaps we'll never know. And Operation LAC wasn't the only time the U.S. conducted secret chemical weapons tests, which brings us to number 12.
Yo,
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 that guy
that government has done a lot
has
of
done
things,
a
bro.
lot of
A
things.
lot of
A
things,
lot
bro.
of things, bro.
Wow.
Wow.
Yo.
Project 112 and SHAD, or Shipboard Hazard and Defense. During the Cold War, the U.S. launched Project 112, a top-secret program designed to test chemical and biological weapons. Running from 1962 to 1973, it studied how these agents behaved under different conditions on land and at sea. And that leads us to Project SHAD. According to the Department of Veteran Affairs, this branch of Project 112 involved approximately 6,000 American service members, primarily from the Navy and the Army, with some from the Marines and Air Force, conducting chemical tests under the guise of defense research. So, where is the conspiracy? Not all of the who took part in Project SHAD were involved in the using samples, with situation made worse. The Department of Defense endings document related to the tests were deliberately public for years, and even much of what happened in mystery. Navy officers and blew the on that many service members had no idea they were being exposed to chemical biological shit. Also accused the U.S. military of RDM with chemical-laden harsh decontamination products. Also, case members arguing that these has long-term issues rate involved.
If you are listening to these stories,
If you are
deeply
listening to
keenly,
these stories
you
deeply and
understand that
keenly,
one thing is for sure, bro.
you will
One
understand
thing
that
is for
one
sure.
thing is for sure,
The
bro. One thing
government
is for sure.
can do some
The
weird
government
things
can
to
do
the
some
citizens
weird
because of
things
their projects, bro.
to the citizens because of their projects, bro.
Don't talk
They-
about government and people.
We don't talk about government and people.
In response, the Institute of Medicine of the National Academies launched several studies to investigate the claims. However, the first report, released in 2007, found no definitive link between Project SHAD and long-term health effects. The fact that the U.S. tested chemical and biological weapons on its own soldiers without telling all of them what was happening is enough. Of course, it's not just the American government that's involved in shady schemes and cover-ups. Our next entry involves what was once one of the biggest airlines in the U.S. Number 11. The evening of July 9th.
So, is that title is saying the title of this conspiracy? They are trying to cover up an incident that happened to this flight. 1996. Were you born in 1996? Nah, nigga, you were not born.
In 1996? Nah, nigga, you were not born.
96, TWA Flight 800 took off from New York City en route to Paris. It wouldn't come close to reaching France. Just 8 miles off the coast of Long Island, the jumbo jet completely broke down in the air, killing all 230 passengers.
Jumbo jet.
Jumbo jet.
But I think jumbo jet.
They say jumbo jet. But I think jumbo jet.
I thought it ilikuwa tu ya Kanailo. So jumbo jet was also okay.
Passengers. The National Transportation Safety Board, or NTSB, naturally launched an investigation. Over the next 4 years, it pored over every aspect of the accident, eventually coming to the conclusion that TWA Flight 800 broke up due to its center wing fuel tank exploding. However, that explanation wasn't enough for some. The NTSB never figured out the real cause of the explosion, suggesting that it may have had something to do with the short-circuiting of wiring outside of the fuel tank. But it wasn't long before the NTSB investigation was called into question. Broadcast journalist Christina Borgeson teamed up with the physicist and film producer Tom Stalkup. Suggested the FBI include nitroglycerin on some of the aircraft's testing. However, the NTSB dismissed the findings, saying there were no clear patterns in the results. However, Far more damning are the eyewitnesses of these vehicles. Oddly, all 183 claimed that they saw a streak of light fly toward the aircraft before it exploded. A streak of missile-like object.
Yo,
You're weird, bro.
government. Yo, you're weird, bro.
That flew through the sky and impacted the plane. In 2000, the NTSB ruled out the possibility of a missile strike, stating that after 4 years of analyzing every piece of wreckage, no such evidence was found. But not everyone is convinced. And still is convinced. There's enough in the public domain now for any scientists to conclude that the theory is wrong. As for TWA,
Why spend hours editing videos when AI can do it
I don't like
with one video?
advertisement.
the airline stayed silent. Then, just a year after the NTSB findings, TWA once more shut down to it. These are all crazy so far, starting with a
So on that matter of the aeroplane, or they call it aeroplane. So you wanna tell me? I think it was bamboozled. It was bamboozled. But I'm not sure about it. Yes, you for sure. But they say that though. They say that, bro.
involving an airline. Wait, did we say an airline? Try at least 21 of them. Number 10, the penny planes price fixing scandal. The 2000s wasn't a great time for the world's major airlines. Many of them were operating at steep losses, collectively losing billions of dollars per year. 2004 saw combined losses of
It was bamboozled. It was bamboozled. But I'm not sure about it. Yes, question. But they say that, bro. They say that, bro.
airlines were raking in the money. Involving an airline. Wait, did we say an airline? Try at least 21 of them. Number 10, the penny planes price fixing scandal. The 2000s wasn't a great time for the world's major airlines. Many of them were operating at steep losses, collectively losing billions of dollars per year. 2004 saw combined losses of $5.6 billion. Less than the others had no choice but to scheme ran. 2006, the executive began in 2005 when officials at alerted
6 years, bro.
U.S. Justice Department that their own company had been involved in legal surcharges. And on Valentine's Day 2006, the FBI and its European counterparts made their finding public with a series of updates on the offices of guidelines. Not exactly the kind of
Been in for 5.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We've been in for 5 or 25. Yo, the stream has stream inaleta shida bro. Stream inaleta shida.
Yo, the stream has stream inaleta shida bro. Stream inaleta shida. Okay. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. Oh. What do I do here? What do I do here? What do I do here? Don't know what to do here. It's not smooth. It's true. It's not smooth. It's not a smooth thing, bro. I'm trying to get a trade smooth. Wow. What do I do here? What do I do here? What do I do here? Mhm. Oh man. The streams today inaleta mambo mbaya sana, sijui kwa nini inasumbua leo inasumbua sana tena sana. Oh, shit. I'm trying to repair the lie. It's it's keep on saying outpost streaming. Let's see. Where is it? Sorry everybody. Sorry everybody. Let me see. The channel called okay. Uh, I just want to try and see if it will be back online good, because it's still poor. Don't know why, but it's still poor. Very bad, very poor, very bad. Is this the net? Maybe it's the net. Embarrassing. Oh, and it's just the internet speed. The internet speed run speed test. At the yo subscribe, bro. I need man to repair myself, bro. I need man to have a good and better set. So consider subscribing, man. So is the internet simply like each other.
Hello. Kwacha. Inani kau ya? Hello. Hmm. Navigator. Okay. I forgot. Yeah? Yoko ka. Yeah? Toka ibu ka. Hmm. Eh, no video. Dua ada. Rana ada. Dia no ada.
More and more creepy conspiracy.
Có nó YouTube vừa ra đồ chết ra. Thì có đã kêu cái đâu có kỳ đó vừa đấy cười cái đấy là vô đỏ cái.
I mean, I call somebody.
Ra cái thì cái ra mua này kia lấy mua cái sao đúng rồi.
Okay,
I
I think we are back now. I don't. I have changed the video because I am. I am who I am. But I'm gonna make sure the career is good. I'm gonna make sure the live chat is good. The video is good. Oh sorry. I'm gonna make sure that everything is correct and loading. So let's check it out. Let's go to another video, bro. Let's go to another video. Let's start it. It's a 2 hours video. Okay.
More and more creepy conspiracies are crafted and published with each passing day. Some of them can truly be unsettling and seem very possible. Theories centered around actual factual evidence stand stronger than others. Unfortunately, there's also an abundance of completely ridiculous theories that don't make any sense. Here are 5 examples of wild conspiracy theories that you believe. This conspiracy theory was crafted in December of 20 by Cap.
Number that. Okay, I see where we taking this. Number that, bro. Number that, bro. Number that, bro. Yo, number that, bro. Amazing, amazing. Let's see. Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. The video is powerful. No, bro. No, bro. Saying is acted is poor. One thing, it's poor, bro. It's poor, bro. I think I think I might end it, bro. So that I can repair the live again to stop the buffing. The buffing is too much. The buffing is too much. Yeah. You're not having a smooth experience, bro. The smooth experience is not available. So we start from somewhere and then we go somewhere. So when you say this happening, just know that it's a start, it's a good start that needs to be renovated and needs to be, yeah. I'm trying to check something. I'm trying to check some things. Yes, maybe I have an idea of something. Okay, 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 okay. Let's try checking out a video that I made long ago to see if the stream will be back to excellent connection. Yes, I'm still learning camcorder. Let's go to camcorder, then will play a video I made a long time ago. A very long time ago. I just want to try to check. Uh-huh. Whisper. So, yeah, I'm understanding everything. So, if you can come back here, you see, it's back to excellent. So, when I'm playing a video online, the stream is laggy. Don't know why. So, I'm trying. Your bro just open up. Okay. 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 Let me see this. Yo, bro. Bro, I'm trying. It's really bad, bro. It's really bad. It's bad, like really bad. Oh, it's bad. What? What can, let me see. Let me see something. We are still learning. Media player. VSS. VSC. Okay. Okay, alright. What is that video? Is it here open? Okay. There you go. Bum bum bum. Chung chung chung. So where do I get the audio for it? Why am I not hearing any audio, bro? Why am I not hearing? Why am I not hearing any audio? Oh. Why am I not hearing any audio? So I just realized something. Okay, guys. Let me tell you something, guys. I'm very sorry about today's stream, bro. But for sure, I know you did it to enjoy shit. It was shit. It was bad. But let me end it there so that I can repair some things here and there to make it more good, more excellent. Yeah. My love. Adios, muchachos, guys. Peace. I will come back stronger and more vibrant. Okay. Thank you, guys.